This is a killer base, and we should be speaking as well to anyone in there that might be able to hear us. But we know the truth, and we're speaking the truth, that this base and other bases must be shut down. We spend $80 billion a year. So much has been said. $80 billion a year to sustain bases around the world, and many billions more here in the United States. Imagine that.
I was hearing a woman who was from Palestine talking about the terrorism of living under drones 24/7. I mean, literally hearing a drone and knowing that all the time.
At some point, there was a man in Gaza who had the same favorite TV show as your father, or wore the same brand of eyeliner as your daughter. And you have to sit and think about how that person at this point might not exist anymore because they were killed by the weapons we are allowing to be built by our government. And it's insane that people are okay with that happening.
I was recently, a few weeks ago, arrested for allegedly being at a protest against weapons manufacturers on Cornell's campus because Boeing and L3 Harris were recruiting on our campus. And at that protest, there were at least 150 students there, and there's even more who support what you're doing.
The Cornell students and others around the country are beginning to take a pledge to refuse to interview for any merchant of death. Just as Sumitra was just saying, she was arrested because they allegedly claimed that she opposed that. Imagine that, opposing the merchants of death.
These weapons that go to Israel, they're not come out of thin air. They come out of the weapons plants. The drones are controlled from these places right here. So it seems like a really important part of our resistance to stand next to these bases and interrupt that.
But if you have any family or friends who are active military, they do have rights. It's a tough haul, but there are people out here to help them, and they can contact the GI Rights hotline to get that counseling and assistance.
We refuse to be enemies. Like Ron was pointing out, there's good people inside that need our support. They need to be given the message that there is a choice, and we have to help one another understand what the choices are and how we can be supportive of life and not the death dealing. So community and being with one another is the answer. It's the antidote for empire.
And well-being for all the people of the world, that this base is hereby shut down. And again, thank you all for being here.
Yeah, thank you, John.
There will be joy, there will be joy in the land, when all people stop killing. There will be joy, there will be joy in the land, when all people